Splatoon 3 recently came out to a ton of success, and with that comes something that I like to call the AliExpress clause. The AliExpress clause basically states that when something can be profited on, AliExpress is gonna try. A while back I wasted so much money on Animal Crossing stuff that I didn't need from AliExpress, and I figured I would try that again this time with some Splatoon stuff. Splatoon and Animal Crossing are very similar but very different games with fairly different markets for people, so I wanted to see what type of products you could even buy for Splatoon from AliExpress. I'm going in with an undisclosed budget and a credit card with no limit, so let's see what we can do. Alright, we made it back to AliExpress. It's kind of nice. It feels like visiting an old friend, but one that really wants your money. I am not signed in, so I'm not going to get recommended anything. This is going to be kind of the base user experience whenever you want to buy Splatoon stuff from AliExpress. So I suppose the first thing that I'm going to do is just look up Splatoon and see what they give me. The first thing I'm noticing is these shoes. To be honest with you, I didn't know that you could buy shoes from AliExpress. I don't know why anybody would ever want to do that. I kind of want to buy them just to see how bad they would be, but I think these are for children's. Looking down at the sizing chart, it's saying specifically kids shoe sizes, so I don't want to buy these and then not be able to wear them. I mean, not like I would wear them at all, but you know, at least to put them on for the video, so we may have to continue looking. You can buy a white shirt with a white logo on it and then it just wouldn't show up at all. I mean, that could be kind of cool. You know, I could possibly buy a white t-shirt for $8. I usually buy clothes for these videos, so I want to get this, not really because I want the Grisco shirt, but more so I want to see what they do if they just send me a white shirt with a white logo and you can't see anything on it, or if it's like going to be very hard to see. I don't know. They could, you know, send me a message and say, hey, this is not going to show up. Do you want to change the color? Or maybe they would like change the color shirt for me or something like that. To be honest, I think all they're going to do is just send me a white shirt with a white logo. But let's see. We'll add it to cart. Is it wrong that I'm still thinking of those shoes? I think I'm going to look up Splatoon shoes and see if anything shows up. Oh, they sure do. They got the Splatoon high tops. I mean, I got to buy a pair of Splatoon shoes. Also, shipping is very expensive. How expensive is it to ship a pair of shoes? I'm gonna go ahead and go with this style, I guess. They don't have any Splatoon 3 from what I can tell. It's mostly from Splatoon 2, and some of this I don't fully know if it's official artwork or not, and I don't want to, you know, pay for artwork that's stolen. And I know that this is just the box art for Splatoon 2, so I'm just gonna buy this and then own a pair of Splatoon 2 shoes. You know, I have been in need of a brand new mouse pad, so why not rep Splatoon 2 on it? I mean, that's so stupid. A Splatoon 2 mouse pad comes complete with stolen fan art. Splatoon 2 official soundtrack. Is this just the artwork for the Splatoon 2 official soundtrack? Like, is this what is on the CD? Honestly, it looks like they just took Splatoon 2 official soundtrack and then also put another piece of art next to it. This is stupid. I want to play my games. I want to put my keyboard on top of the official soundtrack of Splatoon 2. It's really gonna immerse me in whatever I'm doing that day. For $10, yeah, who cares? I'm being a little cynical with a lot of this stuff, but to be honest, this thing seems kind of cool. So at first I thought it was just a regular plush, but after examining a little bit further, it looks like it's a reversible plush. So you would have the regular squid on one side and then an inkling, you know, whenever you reverse it, which is kind of cool, actually. I actually kind of like that idea. I mean, it makes sense with Splatoon where they transform from, you know, a squid to a kid. There's a whole song about it. I'm sure that we're probably going to get what we pay for with this, but it seems like it's fine, so I don't know. So I came across this. These are Splatoon Legos. Well, I mean, obviously not Legos, but, you know, styled like Legos. They look actually kind of neat. I don't know, I feel like I keep coming across a lot of really cool stuff instead of just stupid stuff. I kind of want to buy these and just see how well they go together, if they're any good or not. I saw one of them was, yeah, Splattershot, which seems like it would be pretty cool to put together. So I think I'm going to go ahead and grab one of these, see how it is. Excuse me. Who the hell is this guy? So for reference, this is what little buddy typically looks like in the Splatoon games. He's not, he's kind of cute, but he's not necessarily that cute. He definitely does not look like this guy right here, that's for sure. Why is he blue? They also have this one too. I don't know who this guy is either, but he also does not look like Little Buddy. I kind of want this purple one because something looks like something's wrong with him. We support Bluck CSV drop shipping. Okay, well that's good to know. I guess I'll keep that in mind if I ever want to Bluck drop ship one of these. I gotta buy one of these just to see. I mean, this would be hilarious to put on a display shelf. I looked up Splatoon gun. I've seen a lot of replicas on Etsy of some of the Splatoon guns, and they look so cool. They look like really high quality, however they are very expensive. So I thought maybe I could find some on here. It doesn't really look like they've got too many. Okay, wait, here we go. So I looked up Splatoon 3 gun to get more specific, and I mean, this is $2. This looks like a kind of like a Splatoon gun. This reminds me a lot of the Wii Zapper. It also seems like it would be really bad to play Splatoon with because your Joy-Cons are in line as opposed to right next to each other. I feel like that would get confusing, but who knows, man, maybe it'll help. Enhance your FPS gaming experience. Holding the shape of a gun with your Joy-Cons and will give you a realistic feeling of shooting. I really want to feel like I'm killing a man in my Nintendo Switch game. Now, is this Splatoon? I always have trouble remembering, but this is Splatoon, right? Oh wait, look at this. This right here, Splatoon ink splatters. I am gonna trust these people. I'm gonna buy a Splatoon one, make myself a little bit better at the game. I kind of still do want a case. I want to find something. Actually, this is kind of cool right here. This seems kind of cool, actually. I don't know, it makes the Joy-Cons look kind of cool. I really like the Splatoon 3 Joy-Cons. Obviously, those are actually on there. This is just like some kind of a grip, but I don't know if it looks good like this. It may be worth the $8. I don't like this one as much. I think I'm probably gonna go with this one just because I like the coloring of this one more, but I mean, it seems good. Once again, the shipping is way too much. It's just not, it's too much. Okay, so just to recap, we're buying the worst shoes imaginable, this Splatoon case, which I think can be kind of cool. We're buying a real gun. We're buying specifically this Splattershot Lego. We're getting this reversible squid / cushion pillow thing. The official Splatoon 2 soundtrack mouse pad. As we all know, it's the officially licensed mouse pad. And we're also getting probably just a white shirt. With all those things, I think that's about all that I want to spend on this video, so I guess we'll check in if anything happens. Hopefully nothing does, but I will see you hopefully at the unboxing. So everything has shown up. There was no hiccups, surprisingly. This all took about 20 days to get here, which really is not that bad. I'm used to the AliExpress like month to 2 month time frame, so this really was not too bad. I did get a little bit concerned because it said that I was supposed to be getting 2 of the packages today, and when I got to my door there was only 1, so that meant that one of them I thought maybe was missing or never got shipped. Turns out they dropped it off at my neighbor's apartment and they saw that it was our apartment, so they brought it over to us. I'm glad they didn't try to open it up because, to be honest, I would not know how to explain half of this stuff that they got. But yeah, I got here quick, so I'm excited for it. I'm ready to start ripping into this stuff. There's some combined packages, like this one I think has 4 items in it. I'm gonna start, I guess, with this one. From what I can tell, this is the Small Fry plush and the Legos, so I'm ready to see what the Small Fry plush looks like in real life. I probably shouldn't be using a knife this close to Small Fry, but you know how it goes. Is this what I ordered? I don't think I ordered this, right? Wait, I ordered the other one, didn't I? Yeah, this is not the one that I ordered. I know that I ordered the purple one, and I ordered the purple one specifically because this one looked even less like Small Fry than the other. But this is just not even... This is not even the thing that I ordered, and the thing that I wanted to get didn't even look that close. So they were right off the bat with the wrong thing. I mean, to be honest, it's like a pretty good quality plush. It doesn't, like, it's stuffed really well. It seems like it's stitched fine. It's got a tag on it. So it seems like it's a decent product, but it's just not what I ordered. Okay, you know what? Looking at it side by side with my Small Fry amiibo, it looks kind of similar. It's not, it's not perfect. There's definitely some differences, namely the fact that this guy is horribly ugly, but I guess this one is fairly close. It's not terrible, but it's also not what I ordered. Now granted, this is probably better than what I was going to get, so I guess I can't be that upset. However, I didn't order this. I mean, it's big. I guess I should probably not complain. I probably honestly turned a profit. I feel like this was really cheap. I think this one was like $2 or $3. And for $2 or $3, like, this is not bad. Like I said, it's stuffed well. I feel like it can, like, you know, take a hit. You know what I mean? He's fine. He's all good. I could throw him like you can in the game. So I don't know. I guess I lucked out on this. It's very much covered in like dust and like felt. So I don't know if he's just been sitting in a warehouse until I adopted him. But small guy, I guess, is going to go over here on the shelf. Now he can just stare at us in the corner of the screen. Well, 1 for 1, we got what we did not order, so that's cool. I need to make sure that that's actually not what I ordered. All right, I just confirmed. I just went on my computer to confirm. This small fry is not what I ordered, and it's also not what the other one was on the website. The other one is like blue, and the one that I ordered is purple. This one looks like a regular small fry. I don't know what happened. I don't know why they would not advertise this. Like, I would be more inclined to buy this. It looks pretty good. But I bought those other two because they looked bad. That was the whole point of that. So I don't know. Also, whenever I looked it up, it's now out of stock. I probably bought the one and only one that somebody didn't know what they had. So moral of the story, whoops, we won. So that's a good start, I suppose. Oh yeah, this is definitely the, well, it's blocks brick. So that's good. They look like actual Lego pieces, or as close as you can get with AliExpress standards. Yeah, these are definitely bigger. So there's no instructions. It just comes with a URL that you have to scan in order to get the instructions, which I guess is cool, but why did they print it on? Like, you could have just put the instructions on here and not have to set up a whole website. Like, this seems like a waste. So I'm gonna go ahead and scan this. We're gonna see what we need to, okay. The website is all in Japanese. My biggest concern is that I'm not gonna be able to put together the Legos. Can I translate this page? Translate to English, yeah. Please enter verification code. They don't want these secret instructions going out to anyone. So what is I guess the verification code is these numbers. Well, if anybody wants the verification code to look at the instructions, it's A027. They're making this really complicated for what I can only assume is going to be like 20 minutes of me putting this Lego thing together. The drawing information was not found. Can you look again? Okay, yes, yeah, so they've got the actual instructions, which is nice. I guess this is better than, oh my god, it's 165 pages. Oh, it's for all of them. Yeah, so there was different kinds. So I just got the splatter shot. So it's only 20 pieces. That's not that bad, or 20 steps, I should say. These instructions are not the most clear. You can see they pretty much just tell you what the bricks are that you're going to be putting together, and then it shows them put together. It doesn't show how you're supposed to put them together. You know, it's kind of up for interpretation at that point. I'm having to use a little bit of strength to actually push these things together. Any child would not be able to do this. I'm not even trying to make a joke. I really don't think that a child could do this. Maybe I was a little too overzealous. I thought that this was not going to take very long because I was like halfway through and it felt like it was only about 5 minutes or so. But as I'm taking a little bit more time, you know, the majority of this is just going to be me trying to push these pieces together. This doesn't seem like the best way to put this like all together. I think realistically, if you had real Legos, maybe that's why they want the verification code, is if you have real Legos, you could theoretically recreate this for free and probably make something that looks better and feels better than this. I guess if you're able and willing to do that, do that. That's why they don't want these codes getting out. Maybe I'll do a giveaway for the code when I hit 1 million subscribers. All right, well, that last piece doesn't really make any sense. It's supposed to reach down here, but I don't think it's going to. So overall, was this fun to build? Not really. It took a little while, not as long as I would have hoped, to be honest with you. I mean, the final product is kind of cool. It looks worse in person than it does on the pictures, but it does look kind of like a splatter shot. You know, maybe from a distance, if I hold it really far back here, you might think that this is a splatter shot. So I can also set this up here on the shelf. I mean, it's a cool little display piece. What are you gonna do? I mean, it's not gonna be the most high quality thing. Nobody is going to expect to pay like however much I paid, 25 cents or something for a little splatter shot thing. I really don't know how much that was. If it was over like $5, skip it. If it wasn't and you want to build a splatter shot out of Lego blocks, bricks, whatever these are, do it. Who cares? I don't care. Next package. I'm kind of excited for this one, or maybe scared, because there is a mysterious stain on it. We've got a stain right here, very brown. I'm concerned about that. I don't know. It looks like motor oil, and I'm hoping that it's motor oil and not something else. So I get to pick, do I want to open probably just a white shirt, or do I want to possibly plug this in and burn my house down? Probably arson for now. Now the mouse pad is feeling really heavy. I don't know how big this is. I don't know if there was even sizes on there whenever I bought it, but it's very compact in here. And I guess that's where they keep all the technology, you know, to make it light up. I don't know why you would want a light up mouse pad. It just seems like it would be distracting, you know, with your keyboard and your desktop and your monitor all lighting up. It just seems like it would be a lot. I maybe, you know, call me old fashioned. I don't think I need a Splatoon 2 soundtrack light up mouse pad to make my brain function. Wow. Well, this is really big, much bigger than I thought. If I'm being honest with you, it's not horrible. As a mouse pad, it feels like a mouse pad. I would probably, if I was to buy this and genuinely wanted to do something with it, I would probably buy it as something to hang up, not something that says Splatoon 2 official soundtrack, because that doesn't make any sense. The print reminds me of the last time whenever I bought that hoodie and it looked really bad, like really cheap. Clearly they did not put effort or time into printing this. I have to turn it on. I'm kind of scared that it's gonna burn down my house, but these are the risks that you have to take as a YouTuber. All right, so it looks like you can change the colors by pressing the button. And it's got, I mean, a decent amount of things. I don't really know what I was expecting with this. It's fine. I kind of like this setting where it changes colors. That's kind of cool. I also, this is gonna sound so stupid to say, but it smells like a mouse pad. You guys know, like if you put a mouse pad up to your face and sniffed it, it smells like a mouse pad. Am I making sense, or do I sound crazy right now? This, like, I don't have to get anywhere near it. As soon as I took it out of the package, it smelled really crazy. So it's time for the shirt. If you forgot, it's supposed to be a Grizzco logo, not too dissimilar from this one back here, but it's a white logo and I picked it on a white shirt because that was an option. I don't know if they're actually going to have printed something on the white shirt, if it's even going to be able to show up. I'm genuinely curious because I thought maybe they would message me and say like, hey, you know, you're picking a white color and a white logo, it's not going to show up. Maybe pick something else or do a different color. Maybe they just made that decision for me and did a different color. Who knows? I assume that they probably didn't care, so let's see. Oh, no way. So as you can see, I'm genuinely shocked. They made it a black logo. They did not just keep this as a white logo. I'm actually shocked by this. I mean, what am I supposed to say? It looks fine. The shirt feels hard. Is that a good way to describe it? It feels very, very stiff. This definitely needs to go through the wash for sure. But I don't know, what is the theme? Like, I got something better than I thought. This is just functional Legos, but I don't know, things are kind of looking up for this episode. Hopefully I won't regret my words. Did I order a large? Oh yeah, I can confirm, for some reason I ordered a large. I don't know why, maybe maybe stuff was out. I don't remember why I ordered a large. I'm in shock that they cared. They cared over at AliExpress. Don't take that as a pull quote. But I mean, it's a shirt and it's not just white. I don't know what to say. You gotta kind of, you know, come in a little bit nervous of whatever you're gonna get. But this was a pretty good purchase. I'm probably never going to wear it. I don't know, I might actually wear it. I don't know why I chose a large, like I said, so it might look a little bit big on me, but it's not too bad. It could be functional, is what I'm trying to say. Really, man, I'm feeling good about this episode so far. I really was not expecting everything to go so smoothly, but we still have like 4 packages left, I think, so there's plenty of room for error still. I'm gonna open this guy first. I can't remember what this is. I think this is the case, the Switch case. I mean, I can see we've got the two Joy-Con things, which look cool. I mean, this is nice, but wasn't there like a whole back piece that was supposed to be on there? Okay, it is. Okay, cool. So this specifically is for Splatoon. Splatoon is something that has not come to Splatoon 3 yet. I don't know if it ever will, but this was the only thing that they had specifically for the regular Switch. Let me grab my regular Switch so we can put this on. To be honest, if this looks good, I'll keep it on here. I like the look, and I really love the Splatoon 3 Switch. Like the Joy... Ooh, that was not a good crack. One thing I'm a little bit nervous about is that this is going to make the Switch too big to fit in the dock. I've never had any like cases or anything like this on my Switch before. I assume that they've planned that out and know that it would fit on the dock, but I'm not. I just am a little bit nervous about it because this does make the Switch a little bit thick. Honestly, the print quality is really nice. Like these Joy-Con covers are really glossy. The only thing is like the back side is matte, and then the front is glossy, but that's not the biggest deal. I would rather it be all glossy, but just to have the front part be glossy is pretty nice. So these, this whole pack was $8, which like that's not bad for, I don't know how much this is going to protect everything. At least with the Joy-Cons, it seems like it's covering up a good bit. Like I think I could drop it like this at least once, and it would probably break within the Switch's limitations as opposed to breaking the actual Joy-Con, because there is a little bit of, you know, a bump, I guess. I don't know how protective this case is, but I bought it mainly for the aesthetics. So in terms of aesthetics, I mean, it's really good. I'm genuinely probably going to keep this on here. In terms of protection, I don't know. I'm not going to try to drop test my Switch. I don't know. It's pretty good. I'm pleasantly surprised so far. This feels soft, similar to a shirt or a blanket. What else did I buy? That's what I like about these videos, is that I get to order the stuff, I forget about what it is, and then I kind of send it to myself in the future as a little gift, you know, a little thank you gift for being you. Okay, yeah, so this is the pillow. I bought this because I thought that it was cool that it was reversible, and my first concern whenever I saw it on the website was that it didn't look like it was stuffed, but I mean, holding it now, this is very much stuffed. I guess I can kind of directly compare it to this, which is like an actual official Nintendo thing. Obviously it's much smaller and doesn't look as good, but it's about the same stuffing, if not like this is stuffed a little bit more firm. And then there you go, you flip it around and then it's just a whole nother pillow of an Inkling gassing a city. Once again, I feel like a broken record, but this is like really good. I don't remember exactly how much I paid. I think I paid a decent amount for this set of items. Really the only thing that's been not good is the mouse pad, and I kind of knew that it was not going to be very good. I wanted to find more unique items that you normally wouldn't be able to see in other spots, and this is definitely one of them. I'd probably purchase this, you know, if I saw it in a store. Well, I don't know if I would purchase it just randomly, but for a video, I would definitely purchase this and purchase it again if I wanted to. It is now time for my most concerned item, which is the Splatoon 3 shoes. So to show them off, obviously they're high tops, and they're like the box art of Splatoon 2. They look about the same quality as the mouse pad. It's hard, I guess it's probably hard to pick it up on actual camera, but I guess they did the best that they could. It feels a little bit like dress shoes up here in the front, or maybe like a Doc Marten or something like that. I'm scared they're gonna be too big. They look really large, but I compared them to like my regular shoe size and they're about the same. So I guess I'm just gonna put this on and see. So I mean, here it is on the foot. It looks like weird. I don't know, like it's a little goofy for sure, but I mean, if you caught me outside wearing this, what would you think? Would you be impressed? Would you laugh at me? Please don't laugh at me because of the Splatoon shoes. This is like, I don't know, they're just, it's bad shoes. I mean, when you go out and buy a pair of shoes, you're not buying them because they would look good and look cool as Splatoon shoes. You're buying them because you're about to be walking around for the next couple of years. These are not going to last anywhere near a year. I could probably look at these wrong and they'll fall apart. But also as like a little thing, I guess for a kid, you know, if you've got a kid that's really, really big into Splatoon and they say, I want Splatoon shoes, the first thing you should ask is why. But if they're persistent, this would probably do the job. I think these were like $30, which is too much. If I found these at a garage sale, I probably would not buy them. But I don't know, for $30 to make your kid happy, it could be worse, I guess. And last but not least, I bought a gun from AliExpress. That's the working title for this video. Now, I specifically bought this because it said it was going to make me better at Splatoon. The box is a little beaten up. It looks like it's been opened before, or maybe chewed on by something. So that's not great. It's also appears to be the wrong color. I specifically bought the Splatoon colors because it said that it was going to make me better at Splatoon, I think. Or maybe I'm just misremembering that. But let me open this up and see if there's even anything in here. Okay, so this is a gun, in case you've never seen one before. It's supposed to help you in Splatoon, or I guess just shooting games in general, but it's not the Wii, so I don't know how many shooting games there are. First impressions, it's very heavy. This could potentially hurt somebody. I don't know how bad, but it could definitely hurt somebody. It's got like little grips on the bottom, which is funny because it thinks it's like a real gun. It's not going to be comfortable to play with. I already know that. Let me try with the Joy-Cons that I have. I don't think those are going to fit. I think the case is going to be too big. It's actually kind of cool because now I got the two different like grip colors, and they match up with the colors on there. Maybe I'm just easily entertained, but that's kind of neat. Oh, you know what? They do kind of fit. No, actually they don't. Never mind. I grabbed my other Joy-Cons. These seem like they would fit much better, and it feels like they do. I don't know how this is going to help me in Splatoon, though. It seems like it's only going to make things worse, because, I don't know, this doesn't feel right. It doesn't, I don't know. Maybe actually playing will be fine, and it is actually currently Splatfest. I'm Team Alien, so let's test it out. Okay, I'm here. I've got the gun. I've got gun cam, right? So this is going to be really good, really immersive. I suppose that the main thing that this is supposed to be doing is immersing you in the game. So I think I should probably use a charger for this. I typically do not use chargers at all, as I'm not very good with them. I guess I'll do E-liter because that's how I usually get killed in this game. If this makes me better at Splatoon, if I have to break this out when I want to win a match, I'm gonna be really mad. All right, let's just get straight into turf war, and I'm gonna take my backline position. Okay, I've got a couple top 500 players on my team, which is very good for me. I hope that they're able to pull my weight, because I don't think I'll be able to. I see one of our people has already died, and we're 7 seconds into the match. If I can hit even one shot with this weapon, I'll consider this a success. If I can hit somebody point blank with this. Oh my goodness, this thing actually works. I'm just gonna plan to like stay back. If I can just snipe out this dually. Oh, that's a blah blobber. I got a double? Okay, this thing, maybe this thing works. All right, and then let me move in. Also, nobody clown me for my poor playing ability, all right? I don't play chargers. Why is this thing kind of helping? There we go, that's a shot. And I'm kind of getting the flicks too. I don't know, because was this a fluke? I'm just wondering, was this a fluke? Because typically, I cannot hit shots. I don't know if maybe I was just in a good map. I never play charger. I never hit shots with chargers. And I got like one double. I got some pretty good kills. A couple and granted, this is like from the perspective of me, I got 5 kills with a charger, with an E-liter, as somebody who never plays. Typically, that would be like a 0 and like 2, right? I feel so stupid for saying this, but I genuinely do think that this just helped me with playing the charger. It also comes with an iron sight, which I didn't realize and also find hilarious. I don't think it's going to be too helpful. No, I just tried to line it up on there. Okay, final verdict. This stupid gun helped me at Splatoon. It really did. And for that, I hate that. Usually on these types of videos, I like to end things off by, you know, being cute and quippy and like, wow guys, that was crazy, but genuinely, I think that we kind of scored on this one. I feel like we almost profited. We definitely spent a lot more money, but we didn't get scammed, and if anything, we kind of did better than expected, which is a little bit crazy. However, that good grace cannot last forever. I am planning on doing this soon. In fact, I've already bought all the stuff. It should be arriving around the time of a pretty major Nintendo release, and I don't have as high hopes for that one. Also, this shirt does not fit. It looks good, but it does not fit at all. I really don't know what to say. I'm kind of in shock that this all went so well. So with that being said, I will see you guys in the next one.